When I came here, I basically knew no one, so I just had to start from scratch and meet new people. And it was not that difficult because also I think everyone was at the same place, and especially here, you meet a lot of international students that cannot actually travel and go back home just like that. They will basically stay in London throughout the year, so they need to make friends. You cannot just be by yourself. And it was not that difficult. I felt included all the time. And I think what helped a lot was attending all the introductory workshops and presentations during the first week, because this is where I met basically people that I still hang out, and we just came back from a trip together. So
a myth I'd like to dispel here at LSE is that everyone is extremely competitive and that it's really hard to make friends or be part of a community due to that. I do believe that LSE is competitive because we are all competing to be in quite high demand industries, and the career path that we choose to go on is in general quite competitive. However, that doesn't change the fact that there is such a big community here at LSE, and that although you may disagree or debate in the classroom, outside of the classroom everyone is very cordial with each other, it's easy to make friends, and it's easy to be part of different groups. So it's definitely not a case that you will struggle to fit in or make friends with people, but the competitive nature is more just academically and in terms of applications for jobs and things like that.
My program, specifically MPP, it's very closely tied. It's a close-knit program, so it's actually well known to like a very good camaraderie. So even the earlier batches went through the same thing. I think what made it that way, I mean in comparison to maybe other programs, the students themselves, like my classmates, we really made an effort to like do activities together. So like we even have this global dinners.
Societies are a really big part of the community feeling at LSE, especially, you know, sport. I have a proclivity towards sports ones, just because I think that, you know, in sport you get to know people better. But whatever society you join, you know that there's people that share a certain interest with you. They're going to be like-minded. You have, you know, stuff to talk to and stuff you can get along with.
To new students, especially if you're studying a master's degree, I would say do as much as you can. So if you can join a student society, if you can go to all the events, I would say do it, because you're only here for 1 year. So like completely make the most of it. If I could go back in time to Michaelmas term, I'd probably let myself breathe a bit.
I felt very supported, even with jobs and stuff. My course mates were incredibly supportive, posting openings, because we come here with different experiences. So I guess what we could make the most out of is actually support each other and build on those experiences.